Let's talk about installation instructions right quick before I skedaddle. So imagine this, it's a Saturday morning, you're out riding with your two friends in Germany, Rauschenberg, and you guys say, let's stop at a motorcycle shop. I want to check out some crash bars or some luggage or whatever have you. And you're looking through all this stuff and you're trying to figure out how to apply it to your motorcycle. You look at your two friends and you say, you know what, I don't like the quality, I don't like the design, I'm not a fan of the engineering behind this or the manufacturing. And then you say to yourself, hey, we could do better ourselves. That's how SW-Motech was founded. Well, I don't know if the story really went like that, but in my imagination, that's how it went anyway, so that's how we're going to roll with this. So, SW-Motech started 1999, 3 guys. Today, there's over 400 employees, and they serve over 70 countries worldwide. They have 4,500 parts, and 3,000 of those 4,500 are proprietary to SW-Motech. And they're known for all kinds of stuff. Most folks know them for their excellent luggage, tank bags, and a variety of different things, crash bars and so forth. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about SW-Motech handguards specifically. Welcome back to Moto Photo Adventures. I'm Bill. This is my garage. All right, so what we have here is the aluminum frame, or what SW-Motech calls the backbone. It is a beautifully crafted, very nicely engineered, slightly curved aluminum piece, and it is powder coated in black. The bar end itself is steel. It's inscribed in SW-Motech, top and bottom. And they make this out of steel, according to SW-Motech, to provide a little extra weight to reduce vibration, as well as reduce rider fatigue. So 80% of motorcycle models produced today can be fitted with SW-Motech's handguard kit. They are engineered and manufactured specifically for each model, not a universal fit. Maybe I should have mentioned this earlier. This particular shape of the shell is called the Adventure shell. They also make another one called the Sport. This is the particular model I chose. I liked it better. Also, when you order this kit, you get the backbone, you get the bar end, you get all the bracketry, all the hardware. This particular piece, if you happen to be looking at this for your GS or GS Adventure, this is called the extension piece, and this is separate from the lower shell. I think it was an extra $25. Whole kit itself was $155, if I remember correctly. And aesthetically, I thought it looked better, and I knew it was going to offer a little bit more protection. I just got back actually from about a 900 mile or so ride, and we started in the mornings. It was about 40, low 40s, something like that. Offers excellent wind protection. We also rode in the rain, and it definitely minimizes the amount of wetness that your gloves are going to experience. So highly recommend that if you're going to go with the Adventure style, add this small extension piece on top. Although this is not an installation video, I just want to give you a couple of tips. When you assemble this, on one side, I attach the backbone or frame, if you will, first, and then attach the plastic pieces. And that was a little bit challenging because everything isn't done in a way. And I should have known that and done this a bunch of times before. But levers and switches and grips and everything else was in the way of your tools. So what I did on this right side was I assembled the small extension piece to the main handguard first. There's 2 screws that does that, and then there are 4 screws that attach that assembly to the actual backbone or frame, if you will. As you can see right there. There are 2 plastic C-clamp style pieces that wrap around the bar, and then 2 screws per side that attach the shell to the actual backbone itself. Okay, on the inboard side of the backbone, there is a C-clamp style bracket. To the backbone, there is a bolt a washer and a nut. That's how it attaches on the outside, if you will. On the inside, there is a hinged clamp style bracket that wraps around your handlebar and is secured by one screw. I'm going to give you a quick tip just to save yourself a little bit of time when you install this. All right, again on the inboard side, on the handlebar side, this is the hinged clamp that I was telling you about. And here is, this actually incidentally fits nicely in here, this bracket. It's actually kind of recessed into that hinged clamp. And then here's your bolt. In order to slip this over and rotate it to make it fit properly, there's not enough space. It's very simple. Just loosen up your brake reservoir and I guess your mirror mount clamp right here, these two bolts. You don't have to remove it, you don't have to take it off, just loosen it up, and that'll give you just enough wiggle room to slide that into position and secure it. Same goes for the other side. There is on BMW motorcycles anyway, there's a small cover over there with one extra screw you have to pop off first to expose the bolts to get to them. But that is a quick and easy fix. Again, don't remove it, just loosen it up, slip that hinged clamp around the handlebar, snug everything up, and you can go ahead and retighten what you loosened. I just want to cover installation instructions really quickly. When you get your parts, when they arrive in the box you'll find a piece of paper. On that piece of paper is a QR code. Take a photo of it with your phone, and it'll take you right to their website. And hands down, it is the best installation instructions I've ever seen by an aftermarket company. It's not 1,000 pages. It's not a booklet with 15 different languages or anything like that. It's just some very, very helpful, useful, straightforward, handful of pages, installation instructions with really good photos. They have exploded views that shows you the order of installation in terms of here's the bolt, here's the washer, here are the different parts, here's the nut, that kind of thing. And also, along with those photos are detailed photos of the actual hardware that you receive in the box. It actually looks like what you get. On the right-hand side of the instructions typically are torque values and whether or not the part requires Loctite and any other attention. So huge thanks to SW-Motech for making the most amazing, hands down best installation instructions I've ever seen by an aftermarket company, for sure. So you may ask, why did I choose SW-Motech and not one of the other popular brands? I really like their design. I like their engineering, the thought that went behind it, their manufacturing. It's absolutely flawless. Their powder coating is beautiful. Everything fits perfect. I have another SW-Motech part on here. And this was a part, actually an engine guard or bash plate, if you will. And I tried several of the brands and nothing fit really good. And when I had my first experience in terms of the obvious thought process and engineering that went behind this, everything absolutely fits beautifully. And aesthetically, I think it also looks really nice. So that's also important. Sure, protection, absolutely. Aesthetics, I think that's important as well. At least that is to me. It was kind of a funny story. I reached out to SW-Motech and I said, hey, do you guys offer a retired LEO, first responder military discount, anything like that, that I can apply for? I intend to buy some parts. And they said, I spoke to a lady there. Her name was, I believe it was Cara. I apologize if I mispronounced that. If you're watching this, Cara. And I also spoke to a gentleman, Chad. And they said, geez, we don't have anything, but let's get back to you in a couple of weeks. I said, okay, thank you so much. And sure enough, a couple of weeks went by. I received an email. They instituted a program for law enforcement first responder, both active and retired. I'm retired, and offered me 10% off. And that may not seem like a lot to most. To me, that's quite humbling when a company listens to their customer, understands the environment we're living in these days and how expensive things are, and put a program together for us. So I thank SW-Motech for that. So with that said, we're going to end this video here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, do all those fun things, blip, blip, bloop down there, and we'll catch you on the next one.